Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. I hope everybody is doing well today. Today is Monday, March the 4th, 2024. I just thought I would fill you in on what I've been up to this morning because I know that it is of great interest to you. Yes, it is. I'm so silly. First thing I have done is gone through my refrigerator to make sure what I need to use up this week. So I kind of did an inventory to see what's available to me and to make sure that I get to those things and that I don't let anything spoil because we don't want to waste food. Another thing I've done today is this morning, first thing, I made up some dough for pizza crust. Let me show you. This is a par-baked personal size pizza crust. Now, I use a very simple recipe. It's actually the recipe that's on the yeast packet that I get from Aldi. I will put a screenshot of that in here so that you can see that, and maybe you can, if you want to use it, you can. I like the recipe because it's very simple, has very few ingredients. It gives an uncomplicated method of making it. It's just really easy. So I got 3 pizza crusts out of that batch. Here's actually a smaller one and a thicker one. But what I like to do is I like to par bake them. So I bake them at 400 degrees for about 7 minutes. And par baking is just partially baking them because these are going to go into the freezer. I will freeze these individually, then put them in a freezer bag, and I can have a lovely pizza for a meal. I've been hungry for pizza. So I do have some sauce, and I do have some pepperoni, so I was going to have a pepperoni pizza for my supper tonight, along with a nice side salad. So I think I'm going to use the thicker one for the pizza. I can generally only eat half of the personal size pizza because I'm a delicate flower and stuff, you know. So then I can have half for my supper, and then I'll have half for a meal tomorrow. Speaking of meals, today I haven't eaten yet. Sometimes on the weekends I eat 3 meals and have a kind of a good dessert, hopefully. I didn't have a good dessert this past weekend, but anyway, I got a pint of the chili that I made last week. I did a video for you on that. So I'm going to have this for my first meal today. And so it's, what is it? It's about 12:30 in the afternoon. So I'm going to have this around 1 o'clock or so. Another thing I did today was I made some waffles. I got out my little mini dash waffle maker. I love that little thing. It takes a while to make the waffles, but hey, it's fine. My homemade recipe for waffles or pancakes, just the simple one, is really easy. It's just 2 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, an egg, a cup of milk, and you can add a little more water if you need to, and half a tablespoon of baking powder, salt, smidge of salt, and some vanilla. It makes perfectly good pancakes and waffles. So what I did was I had enough. I got actually 9 waffles out of that mixture. This is just a plain waffle. Did I tell you to put some vanilla in that? Yeah, put some vanilla in it. And then I remembered when I did my inventory, I had some frozen blueberries. So I took a 2/3 cup of the blueberries and I put it in the rest of the batter, and I made some blueberry waffles as well. So I got 5 of those. Pretty happy about that. Now these are in the freezer. They can go in the air fryer, or they can go in the toaster. My daughter had given me some homemade mulberry jam, so I thought that would make a nice treat to have some of that mulberry jam on these waffles. Sounds good, doesn't it? I had done another 5-pound package of chicken legs in the Ninja Foodie, and this is the bone broth I got out of that. So I'm going to put this in a freezer bag for later use because it will be delicious. And here are the bones from when I picked the chicken off the bones. These are the bones I have. This is also going to go into a freezer bag as well. I'm accumulating quite a collection of scraps that I'm going to use for broth. So I think that would be good, but I'm not ready to use those yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this in a freezer bag along with some other ones, and I can use them whenever I get ready. Here is that 5-pound box of pollock that I bought at Fairway for $9.99. I'm going to open this and show you what these look like. I think you might be interested in seeing what I actually have here. Okay, let's open this up, I think. There we go. This is how they came packed. Move this around. I always have very limited space in my kitchen, but I try to do the best I can. These are what the pollock fillets look like. They're individually flash frozen. It says on the box there's 20 servings. And I really feel blessed to have this. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of good out of it. I was hungry for fish, and when I saw this buy at Fairway last week, this was good for only through Friday and Saturday. So I was very glad that I was able to pick this up. These are really good. You can bread them or fry them or however you want to do them. But one of the ways I like to eat them is just to thaw them out, thaw a fillet out, put it in the oven with some butter, seasoning on it, and it's really absolutely delicious. A little bit of lemon. It's so, so very good. I'm very, very happy to have it. It's 5 pounds worth of fish. And like I said, it says 20 servings. And I think this is really, really lovely. Well, that's it for me today. I just wanted to show you those few things. I'm going to get the broth put in the freezer, and also those chicken scraps. I'm going to get them put in the freezer as well. And I'm going to get my pizza crust frozen. I'm not going to freeze the small one because I'm going to use that for my supper tonight. So, and I'm going to warm up my chili, and I'm going to sit down and eat that. I'm feeling rather hungry. Also, I was downstairs in the basement. It was a project I started yesterday. I was going through, I have this room off to the side of my basement steps. I call it the annex because I've got some, there's the old original cabinets to this kitchen are down there, some of them. And I keep a little bit of a sort of a coffee bar down there. I hesitate to call it that because it's not fancy. It's got a Keurig down there, and but it can be used, and I've got some coffees and stuff down there for that. When my daughter-in-law is here, she uses it all the time, and it works out great for that. There's also my small refrigerator, the dryer, and my freezer is down there as well. I have my sewing machine. I just call it the annex, but I had a lot of craft stuff there. So I just made up my mind yesterday that I was just going to get rid of that stuff. I've had so much of it for so long. I don't really craft anymore. And I just decided that I needed to purge that. So I did. I was really glad that I did. I feel a lot better about it. So this morning I was able to get down there in the basement, make a few other changes and sweep up and do some other things. I'm gonna, at some point I'm gonna scrub the floor, but I've been wiping things down, and things can get messy, they get dusty, and especially in basement, and they get neglected. So I was doing some of that, but I purged an awful lot of stuff. So I was glad to get that done, and I did continue that, got some other things done this morning, which is good. So that's it. I always say that's it, and then I keep talking. What's wrong with me? I don't know. Something wrong with me. Okay. I love you guys. You know I do. As always, you know, little is much when God is in it. Okay? All right. I love ya. I hope you're doing great, and I will talk to you later. Don't forget to check out that refrigerator and your pantry. See what you got to use up. It doesn't take very long. It just takes a few minutes, and you'll be good to go. All right. Love ya. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Okie doke, real quick. Here is my pizza for supper. It's a personal size pizza. They are delicious. If you've never tried making your own pizza crust, follow the recipe I showed you, and you can do it too. Very inexpensive. And the pepperoni came from Dollar General for $1. And I've got a whole packet left. All right. Love ya.